While fashion might tell us what to wear, style is an expression of ourself. This is Man from Self Style Stories. One guy, three looks. Hi guys, so how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 3 of Style Stories with Mr. Jordan Bunker. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You are most welcome. Thank you very much for coming down. Jordan has come down with a full suitcase of 3 outfits from Leicester, and he's going to talk to us a bit about what he's got, your style inspiration, and really give you guys some top tips. So, firstly, tell me a bit about yourself.
So I am obviously Jordan. I'm from Leicester and I'm a menswear blogger, freelance journalist, and they're kind of the main 2 facets and things. But I think now everyone says they can reel off they're a photographer, they're a content creator, they exist on Instagram. But I think the main 2 things are the blog and the Instagram, and then writing when I can fit it in, because things are quite busy at the minute, but no, all good.
And you have a real sort of set sense of style, I think, and stuff that, I mean, we're going to see your 3 looks, but things that I love. So let's go into your first look.
Okay, so for this first look, I'm wearing a blazer from Arket, just a navy blazer, and then we've got a white long sleeve from Sunspell, some navy trousers from Mr. P. It was their first collection when they launched, so maybe like a year or so ago now, and the trainers are from Common Project.
Why did you choose this? What do you think it sort of says about you and your own style?
Yeah, I think for when I'm coming down to London, it's an outfit that needs to be a little bit smart, but not too smart. You don't want to be too casual, so I think it hits kind of that middle ground really well. So starting with the blazer from Arket, it's just a utility blazer. It's really unstructured, and it's just, yeah, I think that adds like the smart element.
Yeah, and that's for like business meetings. And so you come down here and you go and meet brands, or you're talking about what's coming up. So you want an outfit, I suppose, that, as you say, is that sort of smart casual, can travel in.
Exactly. But then when it turns like 6 o'clock and I'm going to see friends, I don't feel too out of place either. Like if I'm ending up going to a pub or I'm going to see friends, I don't want to be too smart. So yeah, that blazer is perfect. The t-shirt from Sunspell, it's a long sleeve, really nice cotton, and even though it is on the more expensive side when t-shirts, I think that one is £70.
Okay, that is an expensive t-shirt.
Which is an expensive t-shirt, but for me and what I wear, most outfits will be a t-shirt, a pair of trousers and some trainers. So I get a lot of value out of it. So I wear that, and then the trousers from Mr. P, from their own label, are just a really good shape on me.
And when you say Mr. P, that's from Mr. Porter, and then they've got their own label within that.
Yeah, and I think it's about 3 or maybe 4 collections in now. And then the trainers from Common Projects, a white trainer, I wear.
Can't really go wrong.
I have I think 2 or 3 pairs of Common Projects now, and I'll just alternate between the 3 generally.
You know, a lot of us guys would think that you've got to go and buy a full suit and you've got to wear something as it is, but actually you can take that blazer, or you can take a really great pair of trousers and sort of mix it up, and if you've got different sort of patterns or textures or textiles, then it can kind of work that way.
Yeah, I think as we see in like workplaces now, the dress code's just kind of gone, hasn't it?
So tell me, where's everything from?
Yeah, so the top is from Weekday. It's called their slumber shirt, and as you can see, it's quite oversized. And then underneath that, I've just got a grey t-shirt from Arket. And then on the bottom, I've got some trousers from Active Studios, and then the trainers are Converse. So yeah, I've got some Converse 70s, and just in a kind of a crew off-white.
A lot of the brands you're saying are brands that aren't UK brands, but they're like Scandinavian brands. Do you find yourself going towards that sort of aesthetic?
Perhaps. It's not something I've really thought about, but you mentioned that they are quite Scandi inspired. I think they, on that side, they kind of think more about colour, fabric, fit, which is how I think as well. I'm not really too drawn to pattern or print or something that loud. I'd like to keep it quite understated, but I think where this outfit differs to maybe the first one is the shape of it. It is quite an oversized look.
I think what works here for me is that I know that guys maybe that are watching who are maybe slightly bigger will find that actually something like that might not fit, but I think because that's got such a great structure, it holds its own, so it doesn't necessarily rely on you having the perfect body.
Yeah, I think it's just, you just need to consider what you'd wear that top with.
And on to the third look, which again, we're kind of going back for these sort of navy tones. Tell me, where's everything from in this?
So the shirt is from Sunspell. The t-shirt is from Cinema Tailor, which I think you know the brand, don't you?
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
The trousers are from Oliver Spencer, and the trainers are Common Projects, again.
Nice. And what do you love about this look?
I think I wanted to bring a kind of a summer look, I think. So I've had the one that I'd wear for meetings, the one that I feel comfortable in, and then this is like a summer look. And I think guys dressing for summer, it's maybe more difficult than women.
It's tricky, yeah, I think so.
Sometimes I'll put shorts and a t-shirt on and I'll be like, well, I guess
it's a bit dad at a barbecue, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just think, what can we do differently? So seersucker trousers are a really good alternative if you don't like wearing shorts or you don't feel comfortable in shorts. And they're quite light and airy, and generally keep you quite cool. But also you feel a bit better in them. I think I feel good in short trousers, It's something that I've always went to, like the Cuban collar or Revere.
Yeah.
Some people, there's so many names for that type of collar now. And then the t-shirt underneath it, because if you leave it without a t-shirt, it kind of leaves a bit too much kind of a
chest.
Yeah. So yeah, t-shirt underneath it, and then Common Projects again, because they're just, I don't know what it is about them. I know people have their opinions on them. And again, they are a little bit more expensive. And yeah, this pair that I've put with this outfit, I think this is like the second time of all these. This is a new pair, because the last pair, which you'll have seen me in countless times, they are worn and beat now. But I'd still wear them.
And you've obviously got a very sort of, I would say, a strong sense of style that's very unique to you. What are your, like, if any, sort of top tips for guys that are watching this about how to create their own style, their own sort of unique sense of style?
I think you've just got to go with what makes you feel good. I get asked a lot, I think generally because of the way I dress, like, oh, like how do you get a capsule wardrobe? How do you get that refined style? But for me, I always say that a capsule wardrobe shouldn't be what I wear, it should be what makes you feel good. Like, so if you're wearing stripes or mustard yellow all the time, then have a wardrobe which consists of stripes and mustard yellow. Everyone just thinks a capsule wardrobe is very, not so boring, but quite basic and quite simple. So my advice is to think about what makes you feel good and then fill your wardrobe with that.
I like that. I think that's an important thing in anything in life, but I suppose that is the less of the fashion and style thing too, so you're being less led by the stuff that we're told to wear, but wear the things that are comfortable for you and the things that suit you. Yeah,
I ignore trends. I try and ignore trends where possible, because if you try and follow a trend and then 6 months later you think, actually, I don't like this. So it's nice to keep tabs on it and see what is happening. Sometimes it can be something that kind of fits in with your remit of what you actually wear. So you think, oh, you know what, I'm actually on trend. And you're just like, oh, well done me. But I won't be like, right, that's trending, I need to go get this. Because that goes back to just being a bit more sustainable and making good decisions.
Good choices, And I often think too that in style, grooming very much has a part in this. And you used to have a lot longer hair, and sort of hair that you'd slick back and you'd style up, but now you've gone for a very short sort of buzz cut. Why did you decide to do that? And that's not a negative pushing one, but what was there a thought behind it? Why did you cut your beautiful hair off?
It was just maintenance, I think. It was quite wavy, it was quite thick, complete opposite to what Chinese hair should be. So quite poker straight and thin. So it was just, it was a lot of hassle. And I was going away back to Hong Kong to see family. I was like, I just want to shave this. I don't know where the impulse came from, because it was quite long. I think if I pulled it down, it was to the nose. Like,
when I met you, your hair was really long, and I saw it down once, and it was almost like at your nose or mouth. And
I was like, I'm just gonna get it done. And it felt great. It felt liberating to get rid of it. And everyone's like, oh, you're gonna grow it back? And I'm like, no, because it's something that I don't think about anymore. I literally get up, and maybe then my clothes play more of an impact because there's nothing going on up top. So it's kind of like, right, what you wearing then? What's going to make you stand out?
But I think that's also a great thing of thinking about it. That is part of your wardrobe too. And if that's stripped back, then you can, I suppose, be a bit more adventurous with what you're wearing, or kind of your clothing has to do more of the talking about it. And for your skincare, like you've got very fresh, very clear 24-year-old skin. What do you do? Do you use a cleanser? Do you exfoliate? Is there certain things? Do you have a routine?
I'm playing more with like skincare products now, obviously watching your channel and just seeing you try all these products out. I'm like, right, let's see if I can get a routine.
Yeah.
And it takes such a long time sometimes. Like if you do a toner, then a cleanser, then a scrub, it's just like...
I mean, you do your cleanse before you tone.
Yeah, but there's a lot of steps
that
come into it. And so I've just got a scrub, a Baxter of California scrub that I'll use once a week on a Sunday, and that feels great.
Yeah.
I love using that because I actually look forward to using it because once you've used it, your skin just feels so much more refreshed. Then a cleanser, I'm just trying out this Aesop one at the minute.
Aesop's a great brand.
Which is quite light on the skin. And I feel like we're used to having things that can be quite harsh on the skin, like a refined scrub. And if you do that every day, it could play like actually a negative impact on your skin.
Your skin.
So having something that hasn't got that scrub in is quite good, and then doing a scrub once a week is quite good. And then moisturizer, I might butcher pronunciation, but Shiseido,
yeah, Japanese brand.
I think they've been so good. I think revitalizing became a silver tub. It's like, I think it was revitalizing cream is what I want to call it. And that was incredible.
Yeah, Shiseido's one of those brands, if you don't know, Shiseido's a Japanese brand, and I am always amazed by how sort of little is known of them across here, because
it's so good.
It's available like everywhere. The products are amazing. I used, they had a whole range that was dedicated for like younger skin. I mean, who am I kidding? But I absolutely loved it, and it's really great oil-free moisturizers, stuff which just sits so well on the skin, no shine, no greasiness, and I love them as a brand. I will link Jordan's blogs. Visually, it is beautiful. Also, your writing is great. So I know that you guys will really enjoy that, and also your Instagram. People can go across, give him a follow. See, he came from Style Stories, Man for Himself. But thank you very much. I've enjoyed this.
Thank
you for bringing the suitcase down and going through everything. There are a few things on the rail that I'm going to see if I can nick. No, I won't do. But we'll link everything as much as we can find down below in the description, so you want to check that out. But thank you again.
No, thanks for having me.
Very enjoyable.
Enjoyed it.
You are most welcome anytime to Man for Himself HQ. If you're new to my channel, you've not yet pressed subscribe, then Jordan, point there.
I don't know why we're
right there, we're going to point there. Press subscribe right now. There's also more video suggestions down there. Stay with me and watch them. Do not go anywhere. In there. A link to my blog, it's there. Social is up there, plus the other bits we've spoken about up there.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. But I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.